The taste of extinction. Cretaceous, ocean, pearlescent moonlight squid Sukhe. Previous. Episode 8. The night of January 16th in Seoul. The bitter cold of -14 degrees brought a silence that seemed to freeze the city's veins. On his way home from work, Siwoo suddenly recalled the lingering regret of the squid Sukhe, blanched squid, he had eaten yesterday. He longed for that smooth, chewy texture that could soothe both his thirst and hunger at the same time. He stopped by a large mart near his house and bought a pack of squid Sukhe with a Prep Today sticker. However, the moment he sat at the dining table, dipped it in chojang, vinegared gochujang, and put it in his mouth, Siwoo's eyebrows furrowed once again. The squid was overcooked, losing its elasticity and becoming tough like paper. And what came up as he chewed wasn't sweetness, but rather the unique, musty ammonia smell that arises from repeated freezing and thawing. "Ha! I really want to eat some proper Sukhe," Siwoo murmured softly as he put down his chopsticks. At that moment, Minwoo approached through the cold air of the living room. He naturally wrapped his arms around Siwoo's neck from behind and looked down at the pathetic pieces of squid on the table. "Failed again, huh? Modern squids are a bundle of stress. Caught in massive trawl nets, thousands of them are crushed as they are pulled up, so their muscles are full of lactic acid. There's no way they would taste sweet." Minwoo pressed his lips close to Siwoo's ear and whispered low. As his warm breath tickled the nape of Siwoo's neck, Siwoo's shoulders, stiff from the winter wind, relaxed softly. Minwoo gently lifted Siwoo's chin, making him meet his eyes. "Siwoo, did you know that a squid has 3 hearts? 1 heart to circulate blood throughout the body, and 2 branchial hearts to send blood to the gills. Have you ever imagined how transparent and sweet muscles made by so many hearts continuously pumping oxygen would be?" A playful curiosity and intense craving could be read in Minwoo's eyes at the same time. He had already opened the gate to the Kronos Highway. Let's go. To the ocean of that era, before it was touched by human pollution, when it shone brightly on its own just from the moonlight. I'll let you taste the cleanest Sukhe you'll never forget for the rest of your life. The two headed to the 4th basement floor of the terminal. As they boarded the spacetime capsule, blue photons swirled and the AI Lewis appeared. Today, Lewis was wearing an 18th century naval admiral's uniform with flashy gold epaulets, standing in an arrogant pose with an ivory-decorated telescope in one hand. Oh, behold, the pitiful mortals who were picking up and eating protein trash from the discount corner of the mart. "Mr. Siwoo, isn't your tongue too delicate of a writer's tongue to be polluted by such low-grade frozen seafood? Mr. Minwoo, leaving your lover at such a foul-smelling dining table is truly disappointing." Lewis sneered as he folded the telescope. He projected a marine map of Earth from 80 million years ago into the air. Late Cretaceous, Tethys Ocean. Sea surface temperatures were much higher than today, and mineral concentrations were explosive. There lived a giant cephalopod, moonlight squid, Selenoteuthis. Incomparable to modern squids. Thanks to the overwhelming oxygen saturation pumped by its 3 hearts, its muscles were as transparent as gems. Let's begin the time slip. I will personally purify your fishy sense of smell. The capsule leaped, cutting through space and time. About 10 seconds later, when the hatch opened, what rushed in was not the dry air of Seoul. It was the salty smell of the sea holding the vitality of the beginning, and the thick moisture emitted by a massive coral reef colony. What unfolded before their eyes was the night sea of 80 million years ago, where silvery white moonlight shattered on the waves. The moon at that time was much closer to Earth than it is today, huge and overwhelming enough to take up half the sky. The sea, bathed in that massive moonlight, undulated like a living Milky Way, and beneath the surface, ancient plankton emitting fluorescent light swam, drawing geometric patterns.